It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, finally got a guilty verdict. Hmm. Now, I'm not sure how this thing works. Um, I haven't really followed the details of the case too carefully, but I don't know if she was a former police officer at the time of shooting this man, or if she was released from duty after the shooting. Apparently, she was coming back to the apartment with her uniform and all that shit on her, like in a bag or whatever. So it sounds like she was just getting off of work, some type of situation like that, before she shot this black man in his own home to death without giving him a chance to uh, say anything, you know, avoid being taken away from his family, avoid being robbed of a bright future. A guy who probably went to school for a long time, worked hard to get his accountant's license and be able to afford to live in a a nice building next to a police officer where you should be safe. You know, I don't know what is the conditions of his background were, but if he actually struggled and made it out of uh, um, this a disenfranchised situation, it makes the whole situation a lot more sad because if you let me reiterate that just so that there's no confusions. It's sad either way. It's fucked up either way. Um, but you know, if he had fought through you know conditions of poverty, escaped all of those traps, escaped all of those potential death scenarios to make it out of that and then become a legitimate member of society, a productive member of society, be looking at the rest of the life of your life ahead of you to just build and become wealthy and grow your wealth and have that taken away by somebody who I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to call this woman. Um, I don't feel bad for her at all. I don't think there's anybody out there that should. I don't fault anybody if they do. Um, everybody's got their own um, views and their own opinions, and I don't persecute people for their opinions. My this woman's feelings. Nobody should give a fuck about her family's feelings. Nobody should give a fuck about nothing except you know, and this is why what had happened to Hassan Campbell a couple of days ago, where somebody swatted him, basically called the police off the police department or shit. That type of shit is not. It's nothing to laugh over, man. And I've seen certain other bloggers making fun of it or whatever the case may be. They say they're not making fun of it, but then they make fun of it anyhow. It's not funny, man. Whether you like that man or you don't like that man, the facts are that we are murdered inside of our own homes without consequence by strangers um, at an alarming rate, and a very seldom the perpetrators convicted, are the perpetrators held to account or held responsible in any way, shape, form, or manner. Uh, this is it feels good. It feels like justice, man. And I don't. I hope. I really hope, and I really pray that they take the sentencing seriously. You know what I mean? All the jury did everything they could. They gave the guilty verdict, but now it's up to a court to you know give a sentencing that is fair, that is relevant, um, and not try and let her off easy with something like a year and then time served and fucking, you know what I mean, community service and all types of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Um, Hopefully she gets a significant amount of time, and hopefully she uses that time to think about the mistake that she made, and you know, I seen her cry on the stand and say, sorry. I seen her cry on the stand and say, sometimes I think, what she say? I don't deserve to go home to my own family. I wish I didn't get to go home or whatever, something like that. Some crazy shit. She was on stand crying, fake crying and shit, crocodile tearing and shit, hoping that the fucking jury would feel sorry for her ass. Man, I'm shocked because like looking at this case from the beginning, I was like, oh, she's getting off. Yeah, she's getting off. How could she not? She's right complexion, and she's doing the whole poor innocent white girl crying thing, and it's a wrap. It's a dub. I figured, the jury probably looks a lot like her, mostly, and they. Anyhow, so my life was interrupted. I'm not sure what the fuck that was or how that happened. But yeah, like I said, when I saw it all happen, I was pretty sure she was gonna get off. She wouldn't spend any time in jail, and I just hope they, you know what I mean. I just hope they give her a fair sentence. Um, One case of justice today, but don't get distracted. Don't get caught slipping. Sleep out here. We're still public enemy number one in this country. And man, keep your head up. I love y'all. You already know what the deal is. It's your boy Sense, family, money, everything. Let's get it.